when Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
If you think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put all also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Antonin April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, but I say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. They come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot of.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to yesterday because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
He said me.
Connection say you not get it.
Yeah, no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure no he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The standards got a type of Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we are wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Badia to where. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went talking away, some kind of thing they did, Bagatiti, they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow. All of them almost ran to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Barney, Jim Barney. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Baka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not to run with them.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of Omer, then he won't persecute us. He got grant to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your part has been good with lawyer. It was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I managed to tell them why y'all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Correct move.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Baka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Baka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, amid the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens. coalitions, well-wishers and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we amid these difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Boubacar are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We are seeing a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. But citizens, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bone Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Shasta, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, We are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mate Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this.
Youth in sports, and it involves two allegations of two incidents of sexual assault. One on the 28th of August and the second one on the 30th of August. The victim alleged forced penetration. She indicated that there was a prosecutor, this SGB prosecutor from the Ministry of Justice, the Deputy Inspector General for Criminal Investigation, Intelligence and Interpol, and the Chief of Women and Children Protection Section of the Liberia National Police, along with her team. And these are all people who have worked on the Brian McGill investigation and still on with the investigation. We missing from this briefing today is the legal team from the Ministry of Gender, even though they're not present at this conference, but they've been with us through every step of the investigation up to where we are today. The last time we're here, we threw a little light on the case and gave details as to the findings that we had and where we were with the investigation. So today we'll just run over, give you additional updates and look at things that have been done so far and what are the next steps as far as this investigation is concerned. And after that, we can open up for questions. So as a brief overview, this case involves a female victim, 14 years old, a minor under the law, and was filed by her sister, Emma Port. The suspect is J. Brian McGill, Deputy Minister, suspended Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, and it involves two allegations of two incidents of sexual assault. One on the 28th of August and the second one on the 30th of August. The victim alleged forced penetration. She indicated that there was a threat with a knife and coercion. Immediate disclosure was made to the family. Medical examination was conducted, and that was done at the SGBB One Stop Center at the Duboro Clinic. This incident occurred on the 30th. It was immediately reported to the police at the Zone 8 police station on the very day that it occurred, late that night, on the same 30th. The police immediately, in accordance with procedure, gave a referral slip for the one-stop center. The family, according to the family, it was over the weekend, so they could not get access to the center until Monday. However, they were advised along the way to ensure that the victim did not take a shower and to also preserve the clothes that she was wearing. And that was done. until Monday when they went to the one-stop center for the medical examination. Following the result came back, was submitted to the police, and the investigation began and was subsequently transferred here to Central, not because of any preferential reason, but because this particular case required it involved a government official, and we needed to make sure that it was done properly and to oversee the investigation to know that every step of it be exhausted to make sure we get the all of the pieces of evidence we needed to support the claims that were being made. So we some of the things that were done, after the victim was referred for examination, she was then also turned over for psychosocial care at a safe home. We obtained statement from the victim, the complainant, witnesses, family members, the ministry staff, and security officers at the Ministry of Youth and Sport and the SKD Sport Complex. There was a visit of the scene, and at which the CCTV footage was reviewed. Came back, additional questioning of the suspect, additional engagement with the victim, and then it required for a reconstruction of the scene, at which time all of the parties went back to reconstruct the scene. At the scene, after reviewing the CCTV footage, we also needed to go one step further, because even at that point, we still could not connect the crime as per the accusation. So we did subpoena the call records from Orange Network and that of NTN. They both submitted their records, and I know people will say, talking about the time frame in between. These things have got procedures there. So before you even go to get the call log, you have to pray for a warrant at the court. And whenever the court gives it, the sheriff serve that warrant. You have to wait for the company now to in turn bring that stuff back. This took a couple of days for us to get the call log. As a matter of fact, even after the warrant was served, we had to keep making follow-up calls to the different companies before the call log were released to us. So with the call log, we were able to look at do an analysis, the metadata analysis, which will give you some level of geospatial positioning of the connection of the mobile phone. So that analysis was done. The positioning of the suspect and the claims of the victim could still not be established by the details of the call log. So, for example, the suspect is saying at 6:30, I was at the complex, and this is where this particular incident occurred. The call log is saying that at this particular time, 6:30, this individual was in the police academy area. So we did our analysis. We went back and forth looking at the two phones, and all of the records there did not corroborate with placing the suspect on the scene as to where this event occurred. But getting in mind, we're talking about minors, so we have to dig deeper. We went one step beyond asking for the second phone, and he said no. I mean, he had both of his SIM in one phone, so just in case he was leaving one phone out and going to another area, we went for sure. We did that. We looked at the IMEI number, on Cellcom, Orange and that of NTN were exactly the same, which corroborated his statement that it was one phone that he had. So from the records, the victim was placed in the safe room where she has remained while we have continued the investigation. So after we went through all of that, we decided that okay, let's go back to the scene. Went back to the scene, walked through, look at all of those areas, revisited the camera. This time around, we had a detailed examination of the footage because there were claims and counterclaims that there could be some alteration of the video. But when you cut, especially from the CCTV, it is time stamped. So once you cut the footage, you will see that glitch in between them moving from with a gap in between the time. So the investigators went back and carefully reviewed it, and they realized that it had not been tampered with. And at any point in time, investigators, prosecutor, if I'm leaving anything out or any input you want to give, you can please just let me know and come with me.
To know the truth, desperate to know real issues.
Our government secure all financing, all road assigned electricity financing 10 years.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know real issues confronting the country.
You think they will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, the government, all the ministers in the government, they don't put also everything they say, they don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow
Okay, folks, what a pleasant way to say good evening and welcome to this edition of the program, Face the Issue. This is where, as you listen to the teacher, the original teacher live, he always says, this is where we don't discuss personalities, but we discuss the issues. So today we are grateful, we are elated, we are excited, we are ecstatic to be here again to discuss some of those issues trending in our country, Liberia, Africa, and the rest of the globe. So I will be joined by Teacher Line. Let me see what I can have him add to stage. So I'll be joined by the great Teacher Line and Willow Bro. They have Prince Sharif. Yes, who join us as we put it this discussion today. I quickly to stage Teacher Line. Yeah. So bro will join us, and later Teacher Line he will also join us. So yeah, so like I said, so welcome folks, and we're grateful to be here again to discuss some of these issues. So how was your week? The weekend just got started. Today is Friday, and I hope your week was great. It was splendid and what have you. So we're grateful to be here. So how is everything? How is our country going? I guess all of you are following up on some of those issues that are trending and in our country, Liberia. And Liberia is one country that we can never be deported. And this is why I've always said that we as Liberians, we have a responsibility to our country. All of us need to work for the betterment of our country. You have a responsibility. I have my responsibility. So the responsibility is collective. We got to work to make sure that our country gets better. We got to work, definitely. And nobody will make Liberia better for us. Honestly, nobody. Nobody will leave from Ghana. A Ghanaian will not leave from Ghana to come and build the country. No. You as Liberian, you need to build your country. That's your responsibility. You need to work to build your country. How do we work to build our country? Nowadays, things are happening. Yes, things are happening in the country nowadays. A lot of things are happening. So, folks, let me see what I can print. Willow Bro, yes, Bro is here. Yeah, Bro is here, bro, and Prince will join us as always. So we're grateful again to be here, folks. We're going to be looking at few issues. We are going to be looking at few issues, but the key amongst those issues is the update from the Liberian National Police about rape. The rape issue involving the 14-year-old girl and the suspended Deputy Minister for Youth Development, Bryant Magee. We will be looking at that issue. The police provided update today about the issue, the prosecution, and all of that. They say a whole lot of things. In fact, and there's no, probable cause, so they can't do any arrest right now. A few days ago, the police apprehended Sando Kruma, a contractor at the Ministry of Agriculture, for allegedly raping a 14-year-old girl. We'll come to that. We'll discuss that. We'll give you our own analysis about how we feel and how this government is proceeding in terms of, the way they are handling issues. The way they are handling issues. Is it selective justice? Or what is happening in our country? Is everything being politicized in our country? Where are we heading as a country? So where is the justice of our country? Where are we heading? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. Where are we heading as people? When you're from the opposition party, you can never be served justice. You're from party A. Once you're not in line with the ruling party, you see, that kind of, selective justice. So the way they will handle other people who are within their circle, within the ruling establishment, that's not how they're going to handle the issue. That's not how. That's not how they're going to handle the issue. Oh, well, look at that. So very shortly, I will bring you what Gregory Coleman, the police IG, the update he provided today in relation to suspended deputy minister. And I'll also add to stage, I think, bro was doing some adjustment. So bro is set right now. I just received a signal. So I will soon add him to stage. But first, welcome once again to Face the Issue. My name is Newton Tuba, and we very, very happy to be here as always. And this is part of our own responsibility as a people. Just what I was telling you, that we should continue to work for our country. And yes, I wouldn't sit here as people when our country is not going in the right direction. We got to speak out. If we don't speak out, who is going to speak for us? There are people who are there. They want to speak, but they are afraid to speak. And if we continue to say, oh, that's their business, they have to handle it the way they want to. I don't have time for Liberia. So anyway they want to handle it, it's going to be a serious, serious issue for us. Because anything that happens to the country, whether good or bad, it will affect everybody. It will affect everyone, not a specific person. Everyone will be affected. You remember the 14 years of war. Now one person, everybody, you are running from one end to another. People were all in the bushes. People were eating pound cabbage. It was not those who brought the war. Everybody felt the pinch. Everyone felt it. So we got to stand up. We got to stand up. So thank you so much. Let me see what I can add to bro. And like we said, we appreciate all of you for always reaching out to King's FM, the King's Support Basket, and the weekend we hear it again. It's very much it's tough. It's not easy. Yes, the management of King's FM. The other day, I think you listened to Israel, but we had to see it because he says that the station is yours. So if you don't support this station, who do you expect going to support? Nobody else. You need somebody from the United Party angle when I come to support King's FM. So remember that we got to buy gasoline, we got to buy a fuel oil for the generator. You got to buy LDC. It's capital intensive. So your support, your little support, you continue to give. That's why we always appreciating you for your little contribution. They are helping. They are willing. They are ready helping. They are doing well. So continue your support. So whatever support you want to give, we're very appreciate it. So the SendWave number is on the screen. You can see that. You can see on the screen that the SendWave number. Whatever contribution there is the weekend, whatever you have that you want to send, because Monday night as a weekend we're trying to package, get set for Monday fresh presentation, the different talk shows will be coming with fresh hand information. Yes, fresh information. But how do we bring those information to you if the station is not on? If there's no gasoline, it's going to be impossible. It's not going to be possible for us to have those information to you. So that's why we appreciate you. You're always there, and we'll continue to appeal to you for your support, for your help. The little you can send, we will really appreciate it. Today is Friday. Tomorrow is what? Saturday. You get Sunday, Monday. We start working. So whatever contribution you think you're able to make to the support basket, you can see the number. The number is there. So the same way number is plus 231 555 885 885 plus 231 555 885 885. You can see it right down there, right? And from my position is in the lower right corner. From my position, you can see the number there in the lower right corner. The number is right there. So the orange money number is 0777 017 885. That's the orange money number. So as we go about discussing and what's happening in our country, whatever you want to give, just send it. I think, yes, we will see the message there and we'll really appreciate you so highly. So the same way number is there. Whatever support you want to give, you just send it to plus 231 555 885 885. The orange money number is 0777 017 885. Mobile money number is 0555 885 885. So as we go about the discussion, whatever contribution you can continue to send it to the support basket, and we're going to appreciate you so highly. So let me bring bro. Bro.
Yeah, my man. Newton, what's up?
Bro, good evening. Welcome.
Fine, man. Are you getting me?
Yes, I think I can get you now. Yeah, you're crystal clear. I'm getting you very clear, bro.
That's good, man.
It's good having you.
Man.
Welcome.
Thank you, my brother and friend. Thank you for all of the great work. I want to say greetings to all of our people that are following both on the social media and in radio land. And I also want to say greetings to Teacher Light. I think you said he will be joining later, right?
Yes. We expect him to join us later.
Yeah. And think we will be expecting Prince. So we're here tonight. For me, I have about 3 basic things to discuss about. It depends on you also how you're going to roll the show. But main thing, you see that rape issue with that little girl that the government try to do cover up, and then the president birthday celebration, the signal it shows. And then I have one of my friend and brother who is a colleague. He's in Sino. He also currently on the same maltreatment, injustice. He used to work with GVL, but the GVL people fire him unlawfully, and he won the case, but yet he cannot be reinstated because of the same political issues. Yeah, so I will wish if you have that time, we can bring him on the line. Maybe you can quiz him, and he could explain few things about himself. I even told Teacher Light, it's very, very unjust. They are treating the young men badly. The country we're in right now, Liberia, is getting very terrible when it comes to the justice system. If you are not for them, the justice system not for you. If you are for them, the justice system for you. It is bad. So basically, these are some of the things we'll be discussing tonight.
Okay, bro. Thank you so much. We appreciate. So, folks, to start up with our first discussion, our first talking point, like you said, William Bro said, we will highlight all the issues he just made mention of. But key amongst those issues is the issue about the rape allegation. We've suspended Deputy Minister for Administration at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Brian McGill, the 14-year-old minor. So the police provided an update, how far the case is and why they haven't arrested Brian McGill and all of that. Then we'll do our own comparative analysis with Nkrumah, right? Sanu Nkrumah. And let me just give you the update here. So Sanu Nkrumah, a procurement contractor at the Ministry of Agriculture, and a few days ago was charged with statutory rape, sent to the Monrovia Central Prison following police investigation into the alleged assault of a 14-year-old girl. The suspect, identified as Sanu Nkrumah, was arrested after Liberia National Police Women and Children Protection Section conducted several days of inquiry into the incident, which reportedly occurred in Vietown. Authorities say Nkrumah is accused of sexually abusing the minor, a crime categorized under the Liberia's rape law as statutory rape due to the victim. So how did the police come up with the charge? Statutory rape, April Nkrumah. Procurement contractor at the Ministry of Agriculture. His own was swift, fast. Few days. When the information came out, a few days later, police were able to, speedily arrest him, charge him with statutory rape. Now he's behind bars. So now when it comes to Brian McGill, the police is dragging. The police is coming up with all kind of delay tactics. Why they have not and arrested Brian McGill. In fact, they went to the court for the court to subpoena and the GSN company to look at the call. They need to look at the call law. They need to go to the crime scene. They need forensic evidence. They call it on the United States government to assist the Ghanaian government to assist with forensic evidence. So these are all of the formalities that they said you need to go through before they can make any arrest, before they can arrest Brian McGill. Can you imagine that? So let me bring you here. Let me bring you Gregory Comer, the police Archie. Let me bring you Gregory Comer, then so you can listen from here for yourself. What did he say in relation to this? So there's the update today. Liberia National Police.
The Brian McGill investigation and still on with the investigation. We missing from this briefing today is the legal team from the Ministry of Gender, even though they're not present at this conference, but they've been with us through every step of the investigation up to where we are today. The last time we're here, we threw a little light on the case and gave details as to the findings that we had and where we were with the investigation. So today we'll just run over, give you additional update and look at things that have been done so far and what are the next steps as far as this investigation is concerned. And after that, we can open up for questions. So as a brief overview, this case involves a female victim, 14 years old, a minor under the law, and was filed by her sister, Emma Port. The suspect is J. Brian McGill, Deputy Minister, suspended Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, and it involves two allegations of two incidents of sexual assault, one on the 28th of August and the second one on the 30th of August. The victim alleged forced penetration. She indicated that there was a threat with a knife and coercion. Immediate disclosure was made to the family. Medical examination was conducted, and that was done at the SDBB One-Stop Center at the Duboro Clinic. This incident occurred on the 30th. It was immediately reported to the police at the Zone 8 police station on the very day that it occurred, late that night, on the same 30th. The police immediately, in accordance with procedure, gave a referral slip for the One-Stop Center. The family, according to the family, it was over the weekend, so they could not get access to the center until Monday. However, they were advised along the way to ensure that the victim did not take a shower and to also preserve the clothes that she was wearing. And that was done until Monday when they went to the One-Stop Center for the medical examination. Following the result came back, was submitted to the police, and the investigation began. It was subsequently transferred here to Central, not because of any differential reason, but because this particular case involved a government official, to make sure that it was done properly and to oversee the investigation to know that every step of it be exhausted to make sure we get the all of the pieces of evidence we needed to support the claims that were being made. The procedure gave a referral slip for the one-stop center. The family, according to the family, it was over the weekend, so they could not get access to the center until Monday. However, they were advised along the way to ensure that the victim did not take a shower and to also preserve the clothes that she was wearing. And that was done until Monday when they went to the one-stop center for the medical examination. Following the result came back, was submitted to the police, and the investigation began and was subsequently transferred here to Central, not because of any differential reason, but because this particular case required it involved a government official, and we needed to make sure that it was done properly and to oversee the investigation to know that every step of it be exhausted to make sure we get the all of the pieces of evidence we needed to support the claims that were being made. So we some of the things that were done, after the victim was referred for examination, she was then also turned over for psychosocial care at a safe home. We obtained statement from the victim, the complainant, witnesses, family members, the ministry staff, and security officers at the Ministry of Youth and Sport and the STD Sport Complex. There was a visit of the scene, and at which the CCTV footage was reviewed, came back, additional questioning of the suspect, additional engagement with the victim, and then it required a reconstruction of the scene, at which time all of the parties went back to reconstruct the scene. At the scene, after reviewing the CCTV footage, we also needed to go one step further, because even at that point, we still could not connect the crime as per the accusation. So we did subpoena the call records from Orange Network and that of MTN. They both submitted their record, and I know people will say, talking about the time frame in between. These things have got procedures are there. So before you even go to get the call log, you have to pray for a warrant at the court. And whenever the court gives it, the sheriff served that warrant. You have to wait for the company now to in turn bring that stuff back. This took a couple of days for us to get the call log. As a matter of fact, even after the warrant was served, we had to keep making follow-up calls with different companies before the call log was released to us. So with the call log, we were able to look at do an analysis, a metadata analysis, which will give you some level of geospatial positioning of the connection of the mobile phone.
So folks, we don't want to bore you. We don't want to hold you too much. You listen to Greg. Greg said they went to the crime scene. They reviewed the CC camera footage. They subpoenaed Orange to look at the court log and all of that. But from the inception of the update, you listen to Gregory Coleman saying that this case involves government official. So we have to, look at it, professionally, critically. You listen to a statement. The case involves. Why was he so specific about government official? Why was he? We need to look at it critically before we can do anything. But you, Gregory Coleman, you came out. Your previous update, you said the minor. You acknowledged that fact, that the minor was tampered with. The minor was tampered with. You said that. It was established that the minor was tampered with. Then you coming back, you say you have to go to the crime scene, you went, you reviewed the CC camera footage and all of that. You went to Orange, you went for warrant at the court and to subpoena Orange to provide the call log. Then you have to review the timing. There was a call placed. Within the timing has to do with the time the crime was committed. The timing, it was in the evening hour. You listen to him? You need to look at the timing and blah 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 blah. Listen to the other thing he said again, because we can play all of the recordings because we eat up time, because we have Princess Joanna, all of. So we just want to summarize that, because Prince and William brought idea and they'll give their own view about this update. I guess they've been following up on the and all of that. So we'll not play all of that. And you, Gregory Coleman, few days ago, a procurement contractor at the Ministry of Agriculture, you charge him, the Liberia National Police charged him with statutory rape, Sandor Kromah, statutory rape, for allegedly raping a 14-year-old girl. So the guys, always 14. For allegedly raping a 14-year-old girl. So you arrested him saying in the court. So how did you determine? Did you do forensic, or did you invite the United States government to do forensic investigation? Do you have forensic evidence that Sandor Kromah committed the crime before you arrested him? He was accused. It was alleged. So why you think you arrested Kromah and not Mangill? And you telling us that, the case involves government official. So we had to look at it critically. You got to look at the pros and cons of the case. So why are you telling us, Gregory? Is something wrong with it? Are we stupid? Are we insane? Are we stupid? Can we analyze? Have you analyzed your own statement? Are you seeing the contradictions in your statement, the previous statement you made, and the one you just gave us today? There are too many contradictions, Greg. Too many contradictions. It's just telling us that, the kind of way things are happening in our country in terms of, the dispensation of justice. It's not okay for our country. It's not okay. Once it concerns somebody from the opposition, the other day when you arrested the former speaker, and current lawmakers, was there forensic evidence? Did you have evidence before you arrested Funadi Kofa and others? You arrested them, incarcerated them at the Monrovia Central Prison. Without evidence, you didn't have evidence against them. You didn't have evidence, but you arrested them. And they were incarcerated. But today it's Brian Mangill. In most instances, once someone is being accused of rape, the person will be behind bars. Then you're talking about probable cause, forensic evidence. So all of those who are behind bars, pre-trial detainees, people who are alleged or accused of rape allegations or scandals, they are behind bars. Today, they are behind bars. Police send them. They went to court. Once the complaint was given them, they send them to court. Today, some of them are behind bars. They've been behind bars. Some of them are there for more than a year without even hearing the merit of the case. But Brian Mangill is moving scot-free. He's not being arrested. But other people, you are arrested, other people charging them with statutory rape. Statutory rape under the rape law. Where are we heading? Where are you telling us? And too many contradictions in your update, Greg. Too many contradictions. You just contradicting yourself. You told her that the 14-year-old girl was tampered with. So tell us that who tampered with her? Greg, you said, for your own investigation, for the result from the hospital, the 14-year-old girl was tampered with. Who tampered with her? Then you come and say, you must do the one. So how did you establish that you were tampered with? Before telling us that, you must go to the United States government. Yeah? to do forensic investigation. You will go Ghana via the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Because you say Liberia does not have the capacity. So they should either use the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to go Ghana to do DNA, advanced DNA, or fabric-based analysis. So they must go Ghana, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So you want to use the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to go Ghana to do fabric-based analysis, DNA or fabric-based analysis. Since Liberia does not have the capacity to do so. Because it concerns Brian McGill, there are too many processes. You should go XYZ, you should go that place, you should go this other place, you should go that other place. Craig, he's not being real to us. You are not telling us the fight. You are not being real to us. You are not being real to us. You are not. We got to be serious in the country. We got to be serious. We got to be serious in the country. So, folks, I will hold you there. Let me welcome Prince Sharif. Prince Sharif just joined us. Prince, welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother Nita. Again, we are privileged to be here. Been it's a very, very tight schedule for us, especially, this month, last month. But we are grateful that we are always here to share our thoughts relative to what is happening, in Liberia. We want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity. And to the many listeners, we want to say, my people, your hello. We are here again today to discuss issues, affecting Liberia. So thank you so much for the welcome. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Prince. It's good to have you on there tonight on the show. Thank you so much for joining us. So yes, Prince, you, bro, you follow the issue. I played the recording and you've been following up on the issue just before Prince can give us his own understanding about, the update from the Liberia National Police. Let's hear from you, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Let me first of all welcome the Palaba hot man, the man who cannot get tired to bombard and to educate our people. My revolutionary son, Prince, you are welcome.
Thank you, bro.
Prince, my man, when they say energy, you have enough energy, man. Most often, I monitor you and then I can be smiling and say, yeah, this is Prince. He's good at this. But you see, Newton and those that are following, this is how far our country have reached. Our country has reached this far wherein justice now have eyes. If you are a member of the Unity Party, the justice will see you and then tell you, say, you ain't wrong. But if you are not a Unity Party partisan, the justice also will see you and tell you, say, you wrong, even when you are not wrong. Now, for Gregory Coleman to even say this man involved is government official, that alone, when you're speaking to sound people, you already tell the post, say, the inspector justice for this man. Now, why you get to the people? And the other guy from the agriculture, they arrested immediately. Nobody know whether they did DNA for him or not. They put him in jail. But you see, these people will continue to justify that everything that we said, that these people ain't mean well for this country, they will keep demonstrating it. This thing they are overlooking, we damage them. They are already on the path of failure and they're compounding the failures. So the Liberian people should look. And that's how, look, when these people can free criminals, people who kill people, they free them. What more about them? Look, we will only be in a circle and we'll be talking just to set the record straight, but these people, they men and bend on what they are doing. They care less about the Liberian people. I read Senator Chie piece today concerning that, the senator from Sino, and it was clear But we didn't listen to the senator. In fact, after Senator Chie wrote, another rescue charlatan, as my man Alvin Wieser would say, in Fagon, said he wanted to get on air to debunk or to get something to Senator Chie. You misquant like you, can you challenge me, Senator Chie? Senator Chie is a very well-learned individual. He knows why he's speaking. He's a lawyer. But he come up, that's how the guys look. And it is very sad. Our thought continue to be with the family. We will keep praying to God for their life and even the little girl life. Because that girl right now, her entire life is on a threat. She could be killed at any time. These people, they are very dangerous set of people. So even the man gave me, I don't think he's in the country. I got a hint that he's not in the country. So they are just doing these things just to kill that whole thing, and then they allow that man go free. The other girl part her life damaged, and she will just manage her life. So that's it there, my brother Newton. And Prince will come in on that and to buttress that, but it is sad and unfortunate.
Okay, thank you, Bro Prince. Let's hear from you. Let's get your side of the update from the LMP.
Thank you, my brother Newton. Again, let me just start by saying our DPS condolences to the family of the police officer that was involved in the accident a few days ago. We want to say our DPS condolences to that particular officer. And also our condolences go to those many Liberians who have been victims of police brutality, like the boy in Brockville who was shot by the police officer. And up to today, we are yet to get any clear, explanation from the police relative to what is going on. I want to say our deepest sympathy to him, including the boy in Oro, Joba, who was also killed by another police officer. We are yet to hear from the police relative to what is going on, and so many other, extrajudiciary killings that have been carried on by this particular government through Gregory Cuomo, including the King John massacre victims and family. We want to say our deepest sympathy to them. But my brother Newton, I want to start on this note. When you read the book of 1 Samuel chapter 1 from verse 8, the children of Israel, at a certain point in time, they went before Samuel and said, Samuel, we won't be like other nations around us. We want to have our own king. We want to see our king. We want to feel our king. We want for we and our king to interact. Just like how all the other nations there around us looking like. And Samuel reminded the children of Israel that, the thing that what you're asking for is too big for me. Remember that you people have the greatest king, who is above God, who have saved you people, who have delivered you from the hands of so many calamities. So you hold on. They said, no, we can't listen. Samuel, you will get our king. Today will not be easy. You will get your king. You're too weak. You're too feeble. You old. In fact, your children there, they have committed. In fact, they can't be like you. They have committed all kind of things they said. And someone with a heavy heart went before God. He said, God, I ate a case here. The people say they want king. In tears and in weeping. Then God said, but Samuel, why are you crying for? Why you say you doing all kind of things for? These people have not rejected you. That means they reject. That means, and I mean be their king. That means they reject. Leave them. And they said they want king, they will get king. And Samuel went back to the people and was able to outline the things that God said concerning this king. That when this king comes, the king here will rape your children. No, that king we want. The king here where you're crying for, when the king comes, he will make your sons and your daughters to be his slave. Oh, that king we want. The king here that you're talking about, when the king here comes, They came here with siphon your resources and treat you like slave in your own country. All the thing we want. I am saying this to me, my brother Newton. And the same thing was happening in Liberia. When we took our own time, when people abroad was explaining on the internet relative to this particular man when he was in opposition, outlining all of the bottlenecks, outlining all of his faults, to the extent that Bweka himself told the Liberian people that we squander resources, the money we're supposed to use to better your life, we ate the money. But Liberians refused to listen. To the extent that they said that Bweka we won. My brother, the ratings were on the wall. Teacher like professor long before Joseph Nimo Bweka could be president. And so the mayor when you get the presidency, they will rape your children, you will kill you will steal your money. Hey, some of the people say that Bweka we won. My brother Newton, you are on record of saying and explaining to the Liberian people about who this man is. There are writings, we have tons of writings abroad. You can read, but we get you can read every day writing article. And these people were warned. They said that Bweka we won. To the extent that they did music, we tell how we Buka Denso. But look, let me tell you something. What did the Buka Denso do when he was president? The Buka Denso respected the rights of your children. He never read some of the things that he was able to do. His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah honored his administration. When he became president, in order to discourage the issue of rape, what did he do? President Weah declared a state of emergency on the issue of rape and every form of sexual-based violence. He declared a state of emergency. No, let's leave that. The men who are dancing Buka, what did the Buka dancer do? What did he do? The Buka dancer said there is a need for us to have a DNA machine so that when our children are molested and harassed, we can have a speedy scientific investigation to be able to make sure that the culprit is brought to justice. A DNA machine was purchased or was given under the administration of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. He did not stop there. What did he do to protect our children from every form of violence and sexual abuse? 200 guardian counselors were trained. Ministry of Education and that of the Ministry of Gender, they trained 200 persons. Those 200 persons were to be assigned in all of the government schools. We call them guardian counselor. So that anytime the children then get problem, any teacher look at you, the teacher knock your waist. I'm sorry to say, when the teacher knock your biampa, or when the teacher tell you something, the teacher say, come meet me to my house. So as to discourage rape and sexual-based violence, these things were set in motion by His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. The man who you say was dancing Buka. The man who you say he was dancing Buka. Never did we hear a minister, even though it is on record that the government of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah had the youngest ministers in numbers ever in the history of the Republic of Liberia. Anybody, you can challenge it. The youngest ministers, we name them, they do plenty. How much maybe abroad that they don't want to get ready, they will go ready again. They will name them for you. The youngest ministers, the younger cabinet ministers in the government. But never did we hear that, oh, yeah, the government minister, yeah, he tell the other person, yeah, oh, he can't rape the other person, he do this. Never. We did not hear it. Look, this government has come on a spree, fellow Liberians, to do exactly what they did to us during the war. It is not strange. Joseph Numa Bweka is one of the financiers, the founder of the Lofa Defense Force. These were things that they did to perpetrate mayhem, evil against our people. That's what we are seeing in this time. Oh, yeah, I told you in 1 Samuel chapter 8, with it say about the king. Look, when I'm listening to Gregory Common Word, look,
I'm so furious to the extent, look, I'm the father of 5 girls' children, and I can go heaven or hell for them. Oh, yes. I can do anything for them to protect them. Oh, Gregory Cuomo, your daughter here in Minnesota. And like a father, I know you can also do anything for her. But you can see that, look, there are people who are treated with preference. They are treated with premium in Liberia right now. And now what is happening? A minister, amen, for God in heaven's sake, a minister, what kind of money you want, you not get, that when you stand on the street and say, that people will not be running to come. What kind of money you get? A man who provided lodging place for some of these ministers and was able to finance Joseph Numa Boyka campaign. That money you not get? That 14-year-old girl, you go look at, you go rape the girl. Look, rape has become part of this government. Look at what happened of recent to the Ministry of Agriculture. And what we're hearing again from LPRC, according to another information, another, wow, fellow, like, wow. But this is to tell you that Boyka does not care about the Liberian people. The agenda to protect you is not in Boyka agenda at all. What Boyka is interested in, what Boyka cares about is building his mansion in Foya. What Boyka cares about is taking vacation in the name of you going on international trade and you going to go find investors. These people, they are on a complete opulent speed. Boyka will throw himself with plenty of people, 60, 70, just because of DNA, because they want steal from the Liberian people. They will go on the other side, they're ready to go Japan, they're ready to go China, they're ready to come America. That vacation, the people there also. And they really live in your long time. Look, Boyka, not get the Liberian people in agenda. If you think you're in that Boyka agenda, you're lie, you're feeling. And we told you, you get up 20%, we give you 0%. Today, the hospitals now has become prison. Can you imagine? The hospital, JFK, has become a prison center for Liberia. You go there, you don't get money, they grab you. The only thing that they are not doing there right now, and they waiting to do it, that to put handcuff on the baby man here and put him down. But they get people who are surrounding the people there now. They hold it now. You want to find hey, you can't go on this side. You want to find this side, hey, you can't go on this side. That's the only thing. Thank God that what we're looking for now, they're coming for people here. Look, this government has come to destroy the fabric of our nation. Look, the path of progress that His Excellency President Dr. George Bannett we have set for Liberia, that Liberia was once a respected nation in the community of nations. When you mention the word Liberia, people say, oh yes. Even when you have more Ghanaians or Nigeria, so you say Liberia, say, hey, Liberia. That nation is a great nation. Jawia, the boy, he do good thing, yo. He passed state of emergency against rape. Oh, that man they tried. That man more our president. To the extent that there were some people, even amongst Nigerians, when you said and you talk, so you made mention of the war, Liberia say, Liberia they try, oh, more than our own president. Oh. In fact, they used to be provoking some of their presidents. Oh, they are our own president. I remember in Sierra Leone, at the Sierra Leone Parliament, the progress of Liberia was being discussed in Sierra Leone Parliament relative to the way President Weah was leading. Look at today where we are. Liberia has slipped off the pedestal of progress, of peace, of unity, of tranquility to a complete chaos. Today, fellow Liberians, we are in war time. That war we're fighting. The only difference between water that and that time here that they bow and that's standing too much about the police. You know what the police doing now? They just firing up war. The only thing the bullet has reduced some. Now, but we are in difficult times. We are in water. Brace yourself. Oh, you brought this on yourself because we told you. We've been vindicated by the actions of these people. Listen to Gregory Cuomo. Listen to the nonsense that Gregory Cuomo is talking. Oh, you want to do this, you want to do that. A man that is accused. But yesterday, I can remember your collector D. Maswell Kimaya, your collector Mary Bro, your collector, the former first lady, interim first lady, Amos Claudia saw your wife. You're to all there, you're putting together straight to jail hall. Yeah. You're carrying there, you're not asking question. Your collector for a take over there on accusation. You're carrying the police station, you're turning around, we are straight to Central Prison. They were there. People are being given preference under this particular government.
When you are a member of the rescue team and you commit a crime, Gregory Como will wear clothes. Look, these people are using the flair of Liberia to abuse the Liberian people. That's what they are doing. These people are they are gangsters. The only difference between they and the people that are in, how you call the place, Haiti. Haiti, that guy in Haiti that really giving the people hard time. They call him barbecue. The only difference between Gregory Como and that particular guy is that Gregory Como is getting the flair. That's all. And there are professional people in this police institution. Do you know how much Liberia was respected under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah? Do you know how much the international community spent to train these people? Don't get me wrong. I know that there are some very trained because some of them are our colleagues. We work together. They are our brothers. They are our sisters. They are in that police force. But like I always say, my brother Newton, take plenty of sheep, you put them together and make lion to be their head or their bossman. You will be surprised that those sheep will be very ferocious. In fact, they will be carnivorous. They will be very brutal because their master will train them how to be. But take lion, plenty of them, they're proud of a lion. Take the pride of a lion, take 200 lions, make sheep to be their master. Lion, they will be saying that they're looking for grass to eat. Lion, then when they see me passing, they will say, no, we want to eat grass. We don't want to eat meat. I'm saying this to me in short, my brother Newton, before I can turn this over to you. Look, when you took the nation and gave it to a president, Dr. George Manneh Weah, the man who believed in peace, the feminine in chief, he protected the rights of people. There were some, I mean, ask you now, the police people that are committing the crime, they were not there doing Weah. They were not seeing police people. Why they were not firing people? Why they were not shooting people around? Why? They were not shooting people around. Why they were not angry? They were not vexed to be firing people all around the place. It was because His Excellency, a man who believed in peace, a man whose agenda is to ensure that his people are united, was the head of these criminals that we see wearing uniform around here, of these rebels, these armed robbers that we see wearing clothes. So they were compared to contain themselves because His Excellency was the head controlling this thing. But today, you have taken an old rebel in Joseph Newman Boyka. You have taken a gangster, an SOD, Gregory Como, a rebel who, look, Gregory Como right now, as we speak, that guy's supposed to be collected and taken straight to somewhere where he can be refined. That guy escaped DDR. You know the DDR component, right? The disarmament, the rehabilitation, the reintegration. Gregory Como, they didn't go through all that thing. So it's still in our ball here. That ball, he not did. That ball, you see, that rebel, you see, Gregory Como, they did not go through. So you see how this thing is stepping up. Anytime, even as a student, when you skip a class, that's why you see my children there. I can always say, so my teacher, oh, let's get a children promotion. I said, Allah, you're not getting no problem. They will go through the class, they will go through first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade. Because anytime you skip a class, it has consequences on you. Anytime. You see, Gregory Como behaving the way he's behaving, that ball makes the reintegration part of it. The demobilization, that boy, hey, it's not there, it's not correct. The see United Party ate that DDR money today where we found ourselves. You see how Gregory Como is behaving? So my brother is not straight. Gregory is right. Gregory, you are right, because Joseph Newman Boyka told you that man there where you see that rape, be that man, or that man he giving campaign money, or that man used to support me, or be that man, look for something else to talk. Oh, you surprised? And at the same Gregory Como when he tend to fire 7, he look at the smoke for long, but this smoke here looking black, the answer attack. Because Joseph Newman Boyka told him to go and tell the people say that answer attack. My brother, we inside. Hey, we inside. Hey, Yaka. I tell you what to you, we inside.
Okay, Prince, thank you so much. We appreciate so much your input. Yes, and it's good that, you know, all of us are saying the same thing. All of us are saying the same thing. Gregory, you're talking about probable cause. Probable cause, yes. So, in fact, what we need to understand is, what is probable cause? Probable cause is a legal standard requiring facts that will lead to a prudent person to believe that a crime has been committed. Did you listen to that? That's the meaning. When we define the meaning of probable cause is a legal standard requiring facts that will lead to a prudent person to believe that a crime was committed. You're almost looking at the prerequisite to establish the real evidence to tell you that yes, a crime was committed. That's probable cause. So in the case of the 14-year-old minor, the minor said she was raped. You just listen to the definition of probable cause, right? Something that will lead to the real evidence that yes, there was a crime. So yeah, something happened somewhere. So the 14-year-old said she was raped. The medical report confirmed that yes, there was penetration. Are you understanding what I'm saying? And we're talking about probable cause. What they call probable cause? And I just provided the definition. The medical report confirmed that. So isn't that enough that Bryant Mange will have been arrested? Mange will have been apprehended and be behind bars with the medical report that yes, and the victim said that Mange, she identified Bryant Mange as the perpetrator. She identified, and the medical report is there, it's clear. The medical report confirmed that yes, something happened to her. And she said, "Ale Ben did it to me." Tell what do you need? What more do you need? So these are the formalities that lead to the actual evidence in relation to probable cause. Yes, the medical report. So the police supposed to arrest him because the medical report confirmed. And the victim said it was Bryant Mange who did it to her. So what more do you need? What kind of evidence you need? With a medical report alone, that yes, somebody tampered with her. You, Gregor Como, you sat there, you came, you told us, say, yes, that's true. Your last update, you told us, he said, yes, that's true. She was tampered with. You already agree. You confirmed that already. These are probable cause that the man should be arrested. What more do you need? Then, Greg, you said there telling us that, you don't have no evidence, there's no probable cause, the prosecution, in relation to the prosecution, the prosecutor said there's no probable cause to arrest Bryant Mange. Are you serious, Greg? That's what I said. Greg, we are not stupid. We are sound-minded. Very sound. We are not stupid people. You can mislead us. If you are in sin, we are not. Like Prince said, apparently Greg didn't go through the proper formalities when it comes to policing. He didn't go through the professional training. That's why we are experiencing all of this ineptitude. That's why we are experiencing this ineptitude on the part of Greg as police inspector general. You arrested people from the opposition party with no probable cause, no evidence. You arrested and you incarcerated them because they came from the opposition. But today it concerns Bryant Mange. Now you're talking about you need forensic evidence. You should go to the United States government. They can't help you. You're going to go to Ghana because like brother does not have the capacity. Are you serious, Greg? Are you serious? Something must be wrong with Greg. Something. Perhaps Greg is working under pressure. He's taking order from the executive order. So he's under duress. He's not independent. So most of his charges does not fall within the conformity of professional policing, within the confine of professional policing. Yeah, so that maybe Greg will want to do the right thing. And then maybe he will receive one phone call from the executive. He said, Greg, they are dictating to him. That Greg, you have to do this. You have to go arrest that man. They call from the executive. So he takes instruction from the executive. So anything he does, some of these things that Greg is doing, I really don't believe that he's doing it all by himself. I really don't believe. Perhaps he's taking instructions from the executive. He's taking instructions from the executive. Executive will dictate to him, will tell him what to do. If this particular rape issue that we're talking, if it was somebody from the opposition, someone who was opposing the United Party, folks, but now, then ever since, then Greg has sent armed police officer to have that person arrested, handcuffed. Then ever since, if Brian was somebody from the opposition party, then ever since he been bars, ever since he has been charged. If I said five pickups of armed police will have gone to arrest the person. But because the person is from the establishment, hierarchy from the United Party, then Greg says they tell us here, if I, this thing, a concern deputy minister. So is deputy minister is above the law? So are you telling us that you're giving how do you call it? Sorry, first preference because he's deputy minister, so he should receive first preference. Oh yeah, that deputy minister. So get arrested like that. We have to do the one. We must go America. We must go Jamaica. We must go Switzerland to get forensic evidence. Then we need to do DNA. But we can't do DNA in the country. We go in Switzerland to do DNA. We have to go to heaven or Pluto. So you must travel to the 9 planets. Only because of Brian McGill. So all the delay tactics. That because it's Brian McGill. So you must go to Pluto, you must go to Saturn, you must go to Uranus, you must go to Neptune. You must visit the 9 planets to get evidence, forensic evidence from the 9 planets. Before you can have him arrested. It doesn't make sense. We are not going anywhere as a country. We are not. Oh yeah, that's what Prince said. All of us saying the same thing. Just we are there. Just we are protected. The rights of people. Fundamental human rights was in tight. But now, quote unquote, the so-called, experience. I know how many 41 years there. Experienced old man. Tell the sat there. That they see some Prince was there singing, go, Joe, we are go. The old man, bro, you say the old man, very experienced. See where our country is right now. Where the old man has taken our country. Now, one of the mistakes there, because you put some of the old man in a position. When you put old man don't care, they may already know in a grave. So what do you do to that man? They may already know. Because when you already own the brick and depreciate, right? Yeah, they may know already owe. So he's not young. How many years he has to live? Then you put him there. You put that kind of man down there, man will do anything. He not care. He doesn't care. They may know he doesn't have much time to live. So what you do to him? For some of you who sit in there, some of you administrators in the current government, you people young, you have future. You have more years ahead of you. You never know what's going to happen in the future. But you say that, don't want Bwaga. Bwaga is already in your grave. So anything Bwaga does, he doesn't care at all. He doesn't care. How many years more he has to live? Nothing. So he not care. So you got mad already, they may already, like kind of age. If there's someone here going to 90 years, or man already in your grave. But you, anything you do, you get plenty of years to live. And you feel the pinch. It will haunt you. It will haunt you tomorrow. That Bwaga will be normal. So all the things Bwaga do here, Bwaga not get time. Bwaga know he not get much time. He already old. He's already in the grave. You listen to Costa, do the Elijah Costa, the old man, 1 4 Osa, 1 4 in the grave. So what does that tell you? That was figurative. When somebody tells you the old man, 1 4 already in the grave, 1 4 Osa. So which means the interpretation is doesn't have much time to live. He can die anytime. So he doesn't care anything he want to do. He can do it. Anything he wants to do, he will do it. He will definitely do it. Extrajudicial killings. Yes, all over the place. The Kinshasa massacre. Greg, you said that there as a young man, you just take armed police officers and send them to go and kill innocent people. The people were protesting because the company was not living up to its social corporate responsibility. They protested, but you preferred protecting the foreigners, people who are extracting the resources of our country and killing your own fellow men, your own citizens, only because they are expressing their anger because the company is not proceeding well. You say armed police people that they shoot at those protesters, kill people in Kinjo. You killed them. Greg, remember, everything that you're doing today will haunt you tomorrow. You have a future. Don't mind Bouaka. Bouaka is already in the grave. He's going. He's going. You have a future. You got to protect your future. There will still be another president after Bouaka. Joseph Jenkins Robert, the first president. Where is he today? The longest serving president, William Vakanara Saitrash, Topman, 27 years. He left. Bouaka will be a history. Very soon. After 2029, Bouaka is history. How are you going to manage your life? How are you intending to manage your life after Bouaka? The after Bouaka's era. How are you going to live in your own country freely? These actions will haunt you tomorrow. They will definitely haunt you tomorrow. What you're doing today, what you exhibited today, these actions will haunt you tomorrow, Greg. You got to be very serious and careful. Very, very serious and careful as to the way you proceed. There will still be life after Bouaka's regime. You will still live here. You are Liberian. You will still live. So after Bouaka, you will still live in this country. Your conscience will judge you. The best judge is your conscience. Your conscience. If you do wrong, your conscience will tell you. You know, if you are guilty or if you have offended somebody, once you see that person, your conscience will tell you that, oh, I did something to that person, it's not good. Or I did anything, it wasn't right. Your conscience will beat you, your conscience will tell you. So the best judge is your conscience. Your conscience will judge you tomorrow. Greg, you got to be very serious. This country is ours. That's what I said. The issue about party A, party B. No, it shouldn't affect. It should not go that far. Because this person is from party A, I'm from party B. So what do I say? I should suppress him. I should humiliate him. I should denigrate him. You humiliated government officials from the citizen angle. You denigrated them. You brought them to public humiliation. The former speaker. You arrested him. You handcuffed him. Without no evidence. Did you have forensic evidence? That it was Fernando Kova who burned Capital Benny? No. Absolutely not. But because of malice, because he comes from the CDC, you handcuff him, you humiliated him. Set him behind bars. But you said the other day, you see one Brian Mangill. He passes scot-free. You're not doing nothing to him. Because you see criminal thing, what you're doing here. You, Greg, you see criminal behavior in your, so you're supporting your circle, your inner circle, that cahoots. Because that United Party, because you're stealing the Liberian people money. As you're stealing the Liberian people money, you're protecting one another. That's the kind of thing that you're doing. So even the poor people that put you there, that man, that poor security, deputy chief of security at the Ministry of Youth and Sport, that man job threatening. If I were that man, I may resign. Because now the way the man has, has alarmed, it's a risk for him. His job is not protected. He will not have the face. Then that little girl, the stigma, she has been stigmatized. You know what you have caused for that little girl, 14-year-old? You know what you have caused for? Serious trauma. Serious trauma. You have children, you have daughters. What if it was your daughter? Are you going to be telling you, Greg? If it was your daughter, are you going to be telling us that you have to go to Jamaica for forensic evidence? You needed one? Because it's not your child. So you don't have feelings. You don't care. They're not your daughter. If that was your daughter, you will have your whole chunk of armed police officer. You don't have feelings. So you take politics. You bring politics into something that is affecting somebody. Something that will have, a trickle-down effect, long-term effect on a kid, 14-year-old child. 14-year-old child. You gotta be serious. Killing people. Extrajudicial killings everywhere. All part of the country. That's why you kill people in Kinjo. Only because the people are expressing themselves. And that's their right. They have the right to express themselves. Yes, Greg. That's not the way you can protect investment or investors. You don't go that route. If you want to protect investors or investment, no, you don't kill your people. That's not the remedy. That's not. Absolutely. That's not a remedy. Are you protecting investment or investors at the expense of the people, at the expense of killing your people? Greg, the consequential effect, everything, your actions today, I hope the repercussions ahead of you, I hope you will withstand. I hope you will withstand the repercussion. The consequential effect. Everything you do today, remember, Greg, the consequential effect, the repercussion. Remember that there's still tomorrow. There will still be another government after Boakai. And you will still live to see. How are you going to feel? 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 So that's it, folks. So that's it. Yeah. So let me just stop there. At least we share our own idea, our own analysis about that. So let's hold it there. And the issue about the former president, Bekugbe's birthday. The birthday was on the 1st. So we want to highlight, one or two things. And I think Bro was talking about giving his own understanding. Then Prince will add up to that. I think we can talk about it. So, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just a highlight about your own understanding. I guess you observed, you follow the birthday. That program I follow, and there was huge turnout. People from different walks of life converged at the Jamaica Resort. Yeah, the Jamaica Resort, and to celebrate with the former president, and it was great. That program, the birthday celebration was auspicious. It was very, very good.
Yeah.
The turnout was huge. So, what do you make of that? As we move on to 2029, what do you make of that? That bro?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Newton, and then my brother, Prince Sharif. I will make it snappy. You see, the president, George Manuel Weah, is a blessed human being. What I notice is that the more you go against him, the more the love grows for him. And people should notice to take note of that. And he said something during the program about the establishment of the party headquarters, the construction of the new party headquarters, and that if people don't trust him, then you shouldn't trust anyone in the country. So he was trying to tell you how sincere he is. And for me, from time to time, I know President Weah, he's a sincere person. Very sincere person from the day, from 2005, when I've been following him when he came into the political arena of our country. So politically, he's a sincere. Even when he was playing soccer, he has been a sincere person. But there is one thing that I noticed about our country, and most often that's why you see the Westerners or the white people are different from us. Everywhere that we are set record, Most often during his birthday, you will see all of those people will post about his birthday, like those various football clubs that he played on. The major football club he played. Yeah, then during the birthday, there's a 2 time in row. I'm observing it from the E Mansion. And the LFA joined it. I noticed also from the LFA. And the LFA, the Mustafa Raja guy, he doing well. He shouldn't mix his thing up with certain politics or funny something. The LFA is supposed to post for President Weah on his birthday because the LFA, since the establishment of the LFA, it was the greatest player that the LFA ever put up. In fact, the LFA should be proud of putting up the greatest African player of all time. But the LFA did not post on the president's on that man's birthday. I believe it was wrong. And if it is an oversight, they should correct that next time. It was wrong. The Liberian Football Association should post about President Weah every time of his birthday because he's the greatest of all time that the LFA have put up from the LFA. He came from the LFA league as a football player. So they're supposed to post about him on his birthday. Then the executive mansion, I noticed that they didn't post. The executive mansion should know that website, that one of the things that's the difference between the white people and the black people, especially the mentality of Liberian. Would you start mixing politics with your personal hatred? That website is not because of your political party that in power. That website is there for history. Everything you post there today, generation to come will read it. So if the former president's birthday is here, you post about it. All of the very former president, you should be posting about it. That's how in the Western world, how people do. To go look at the White House. Come here in France, the Champs-Élysées, they're part of executive mansion, something. The past president on their days, they post about those people. They will not say because of their party in power, and so we abandon that. All of these things bring about unity in the political atmosphere of the country. It brings progress. That hatefulness in politics should stop. We should give flowers to people that merit to be given flowers to, and stop the envy and hatred into our politics. But seriously. As I said, let's keep pushing forward, and the president is doing well. And I believe that by the grace of God, is one step at a time. We have done with 2025 because it's already ended. So we are going now to 2026, and we have to be designing strategy as the years go by. I believe that we will keep pushing this government feet to the fire. Although we in the opposition, we are not like them. We are a little bit lenient because we're trying to play a politics of not being hateful like they did. So we keep pushing, we keep making our progress to reach to the higher height. But I want to say happy belated birthday to the former president, President George Weah, and we wish him many, many more years to come. And may God continue to bless him and his family. So thank you very much. I think that's my take about that.
Thank you. So we'll cross over quickly to Prince at most in 5 minutes. Just your own take about the former president's birthday celebration. So we can cross over to our audience to get their own input because time.
All right. So because of what people will say happy birthday, I want to say happy birthday. But for me, my brother Newton, that is not just a birthday to me. That is a day of liberation for Liberia. That is a redemption day for the common man. I consider that day as the day that God himself said that a man who was defined by the so-called political elite, that by virtue of his name, by virtue of his status, by virtue of where he was born, he's not supposed to succeed, that he defined that particular notion. We are celebrating the day that one of our own, who people said will not amount to anything, he came and gave us the opportunity to go to school, university, to not pay a single dime in tuition. That day is considered, for me, I consider that day as a day of the emancipation of the backwardness of Liberia. I consider that day as the day that we, the common people, we were able through President George Manneh Weah to define the definition of how we have been defined. And because you're from West Point, you're from Nukutan, you can't amount to anything because you did not graduate from the most prestigious university, whether being in Liberia or in the world, you cannot be able to make a significant impact. President Dr. George Manneh Weah was able to disprove that. That day will forever be remembered in history as the day of the liberation, not only of the downtrodden masses, but of the black man. He defined every step. Somebody say black man, a real black man, with no other nationality, cannot be a European best. He defied that. And he became a European best, even though not from Europe, but he became a European best. Why was there a black man for you to win Banador? It would not be easy. And he defied it. He became. Look, people used to say during Brekata, when you are in opposition, they say, oh, when President, we are celebrating a birthday. Oh, the birthday is celebrating that the country money you use it, that the country money use it. But look at what happened, my brother Newton. It's a sign that Liberia must wake up to. That nothing can stop the coming back of President Weah 2029. Look, we fire if that president, we have a president now. Oh, men spending the money. Look at the people are celebrating in Grenada. Look at the people are celebrating in Douala. Oh, that the country money they spending. And Jefferson Koji then take the money, they put it on their bed, they go share it with people. That why the people then dancing. But the man is in opposition. Look at the celebration that was going on around the world. Because I can't say in Liberia, it was not just in Liberia. Look at the celebration that was going on. Market women who went to their own hustle, they left their market. They even want to know whether somebody will steal or somebody will not steal. And they were dancing and celebrating this man. People in Douala market, Douala where they get real banamene there. Real banamene where when they find near you, need to take something lost from your pocket, they will not touch you, but something will lost. The women they decide that they will leave our market. Whether they take it, they not take it, will leave our market, and they were dancing and celebrating. You think why they were celebrating? They were celebrating because one of their own have defied the status quo. Liberia is poor. The country here is too poor, so we can't do anything. But he was able to build housing unit for these people. Oh, the country here will not get money. So it's not easy. We can't carry on any development. But under his administration, with the poverty of Liberia, this man was able to ensure that Liberians can obtain quality education. The people you saw in the street dancing, the old man in the market that were dancing, that the old man were dancing, that doing the administration of President George Manneh Weah had their children perform. Look at the WAS performance. Look at the performance of WAS. Under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, we saw a progressive record of our children. When he took over, passing grade, 80%, 90%, 95%. Liberia was computing not even with Liberia, not even with her neighboring country, but she was competing with other countries in Africa. Our children were competing with them in terms of the grade. But look at what happened. So you think the women that were dancing, they get happy because they wanted to dance? They were dancing because their children were protected. Because President, we are taught and think about them. When you became president, say our mothers cannot share in this kind of dilapidated building. Let's make it to be conducive for them. I visited Douala market. I was born right in that particular area there. Nukutan. I was born on the Bushwa Island. I know Douala, Jelema, back on my finger. I can say that and draw the whole map of that place. When I went down there, I saw a dignified area for our mothers. You enter the bathroom, you maybe stay when I maybe still I enter second how you call executive bathroom. I went down there, I saw it. Look at the Douala building. Look at the market building that he built around for these people. They were celebrating because one of their own was able to defy what people have been saying. Oh, they make it do nothing. Oh, they may not know boo. So because you not know boo, you will not be hospital, you will not be rule, you will not be hospital. But President Weah was able to defy it. We look at that particular day, October 1, as the day of the liberation of the masses, as the day that one of our own was able to defy gravity, so to speak, political gravity, that he left from on the football field. People say, when they become politician, he will not do nothing. But he left from on the football field after winning all of the accolades. He came to politics, and today he is celebrated the world over, even as former president.
Yeah,
we saw progress, my brother. So, it's not strange to us. It's just a sign that 2029 is in sight, that His Excellency is coming back. So those who are on the fence, I want to say to you, if I can tell what my brother, and those of you who are on the fence, oh yeah, this thing, I know what happened, but anyway, we can't come now. Because plenty of people going and the opening space for you. Come now. Come now. Don't be on the fence. Don't say that. Come now and give your support. Whatever you can do, the building project that is going on, wherever you get paid, whatever little that you get, put towards that particular building. Do your contribution right now, because this story will remember you at the appropriate time. Thank you, my brother Newton.
Okay, Prince, thank you so much. So the indicators are very clear. Crystal, yeah, so come now like that. Come now. Don't wait until the dying minute. Yeah, so let's go to the liners. Let's get to interaction. 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97 0777, the female line 98 03 75. Our first caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name?
You don't do the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Sabu, 1 minute. Yeah, go to the point. 1 minute, no time, bro. Go to
Yeah. Let me say good evening to Prince and William, bro. Look, Nito, you asked a question, Jenna, and that question has drawn my attention. You know how people got a Bible. In a or in man, you know what I mean?
No.
Thank you. So you can ask, the screener can ask questions when you read the time. The screener can ask questions you can never lose. Look, you ask, you say, where are we heading? Where are we? You know where we're heading? We're not just going beyond, but we're going way beyond. Look, brother, since the inception of the government, they are breaking all of our laws. Look, let me tell you what Article 11A says. They say all persons are born equally. Under the Constitution, you getting me?
Yeah.
Ready, Thank you. Article 11 says all persons are equal before the law and are therefore entitled to the equal protection. They say what the other person do they want, then you must put it in jail, but the other person do it, they can't put it in jail. No, that was not correct. But you know, let me tell you, brother, Article 50 of the Liberian Constitution says the executive power of the Republic shall be vested in the president, who shall be head of state, head of government, and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia. Everything that you see Gregor Gomo doing to our people, you know who they call? You know what they to do it? The Bwaga. They say, don't jump about that food, you shall know the Bwaga food is evil. Brother, it's evil. You know the reason why I love President we are. So when want to confront the police, they leave it. When the boss is leave it, we will get cut. Let me tell you, Bwaga is complete evil. He's wicked. That papa, you will never go. Let me tell you, Gregory, except there's no God, that the only way you go through, because my Bible made me to understand and say, every evil a man does, he will live after the Gregory, he will pay for it. Thank you for having me, brother. Thank you.
Sabu, thank you so much for your point. Let's speak with this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, Nito.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Dama. Been calling from Tantra or West Point.
Okay, my baby, let's hear you, man.
Okay. It's my point here. You know, they're making in the government, making the government, it will live with the devil if you become president in the country. We will so enter judgment, there's a long vacancy, it will live with the devil.
Oh, man, Bendo slip off. Let's go to the diaspora line. I think we have Musa Brown. Musa Brown. Good. Hello. Good evening. It's good having you on.
Yeah, good evening, bro. Later, so far we said that it will bring very cool more for some of the actions. I'll tell you what, Gregory, full conscience. If it was Gregory, his full conscience, by now, look, the mandate that implementing Gregory is complete pressure. The thing that Gregory is doing, to defend it, you can see the guilt in it, or if we come from, wow, that's the reason why that boy is doing nothing. So many, look, He's somebody that when you say it, it's one, it's no, it's a validation. That's why he's doing what he's doing. Whatever he's doing is let me say something. Every time I say mission, I say something. Mr. Walker is the best. He's a real God-deal witchcraft. He's wicked. He's vicious. He's evil. I always say it. Joseph Walker is wicked. He's evil. Complete evil. That's what Joseph Walker is. And you know, look at what's happening in our country. The evidence that is defending why they didn't go through for culture. Because it's Greg is very common. Somebody with a kind of their daughter and stay on the podium. They can listen to my brother Fagon. People Bonnie County, clear to me. For women. Every woman, everything is good. You know what man? Stay the defense of the thing. So this is the kind of government the power. Kind of God what we just before. Now we got it. Some of the things that are happening when you sit here, when you see it, we tell people that it's a wicked man. It's wicked.
Okay.
And they know the Bible when the leader is wicked, when the nation is going down, even the first will suffer for the unjust. That's how the world is going through. It's just something for.
All right, Prince. Thank you, Musa. I'm sorry. All right, Musa. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
What's your name?
This is Oscar Zigbe calling from Duporo, Monrovia.
Oscar, quickly to the point. Let's hear you quickly.
You know, the RG have begun the embarrassment of Liberian people. It's not good for the police director of the country to be a party policing. For instance, when the incident took place to Pinjor, you see how they treated the police kill people and nothing king for all of them. You see how the police treated people when they go in the way President Buak for the way at the airport. But when the Bowers have an accident or Vata and kill the police name, you see how the police march at the court yesterday. They indicate to us that Liberia is not a stable country now. Because if the police director of the country can be a party policing, then we are heading nowhere. And I believe that those who was advocating that Waka is coming to rescue this country, how can Omer rescue the country? The Omer is just coming to enrich himself and enrich his children. Then look at what happened in Foya. He paid $10 million promises in the Foya. The man who said he doing his leadership, the careful, the struggle, or the opportunity that Liberia gave them. They within 1.5 years taking $10 million to go and build a luxurious properties in your home. Brother, we Liberia have to cut our feet to see what we can do because RG have become an embarrassment to Liberian people. Police have to be the friend of citizens, but the policemen have become embarrassment to us.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
Yes, good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name?
I'm teaching what you follow the ball of
Yeah, go ahead 1 minute. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, bro. You see, I want to say good evening to your listeners. The first thing I want to say, our own lawmaker, opposition lawmaker, I can remember at the time here, that was when 2 or 3 missing men left in Bonkan and Bonkan or Boma. That did not flag the issue, but our own lawmaker, our own opposition lawmaker, we can't get it talking, only you're the one talking about the issue here. It's our own lawmaker, opposition lawmaker. I can't really almost say, I'm afraid. Because at the time when the 3 missing men get missing for Boma, that does not reflect the issue that I said that was a verity. Okay, yeah, not our own lawmaker, okay. The last time the men went and read up Francis Kopa, J.C. Sibo, Abu Kamara, and others. I know Gavin did not ask any question. Gavin did not say after the hour, Gavin can say so big. But now they come around Magena, Grandma Magena, Azaji, Magena in the coach of Brother. marginalized in the country. Because other people rape in the country, there's no explanation. Say the moment they say rape, the police catch you to the police cell. The next thing they carry the court, put the subbies. For my game rape now, oh, everybody will be quiet. Nobody speaking. But they didn't make me get message out for all in the corner here. The one that put down job to the senator. But I don't get. What are they now? Bobo long because we can't get speaking on anything. Besides you're the one and you're not speaking on it. Nobody will talk on it. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Edmore is on the line. We have Edmore Carr. Edmore.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Welcome.
How are you? Yeah, you are in our seat today. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me say hi to Prince and Bro. Always thanks to you guys. Look, Liberia, for the information, one of the opposition senator in presence of Councillor Augustine Chie, he did a very good write-up about the rape issue, telling Body IG to make sure that Brian is arrested and jailed while they are looking for their information. And still, he has refused to do so. In fact, right now, as we speak, listening to what the Body IG put out today, they are clearly telling us that 40-year-old girl lied on Brian. If you come to tell us that the CCTV footage, you can't get nothing. You check the court law, nothing is there. You check in the phone, nothing is there. What else are we looking for? Meaning, Kodma is telling us that Brian has been vindicated because we said in the last time that everything that Kodma was calling for, it was not his right to do so. So what happened now is that Gregory Kodma have now taken the position of defense lawyer for Brian Magee. Because you needed to charge the man, send him to court, say he's saying this is not his doing. His lawyer will be the one that will be requesting for all of those evidence to bring it forth to be able to vindicate him. But for a police IG to now be acting like a defense lawyer for Brian Magee is over. In fact, he is telling us that the other guy from the agriculture ministry, 3 different persons came forth. All of them said they saw the man doing the thing at the house. This is the reason why they were able to arrest him right away and put in jail. But this is the girl father. The girl father said, the girl said, somebody raped me and the person that raped me, that Brian Magee. According to you, Pony Archie, they didn't change for statement. Say you guys have been investigating her. You, Pony Archie, your first time she appeared before you, she didn't change her statement. She says to you that Brian Magee was the one that penetrated me. She appeared before the general ministry. She's still saying that Brian Magee penetrated me. What kind of evidence are you looking for? You see where we are? But look, Prince said it right. Liberia, this is why some of our people draw on us. And this is what we are going to go through. Hey, we are paying for ungratefulness and wickedness. If I can borrow the word of President Weah, you want a change? Blanca will not be changed. It doesn't resemble anything called change. This is a man that always shake blame. He says the scriminal opportunity. He said because they may use their opportunity to could not take the young people from being President Weah. Today, he now in the seat. He continuously bashing a lot of you. How can you development minister turn to you raping? But whatsoever Brian do, Brian is a rapist. He live without stigma. He live without guilt. History will judge him. Thank you, my dear brother.
Thank you so kindly, Ed Moka. Thank you. We appreciate it. Let's go to the female line. Let's speak with this person. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening, Nathan.
Yes, good evening. What's your name?
Yes, Victoria Ba, calling from Johnson Day.
Yeah, man, Victoria, let's hear you quickly.
Thank you very much, my brother. As my brother, never yet traffic last week. Every day, Brian Magee, you arrested the agriculture minister, you pay report in Stop B. Then your minister as the minister for youth, the empowerment. Why am I going to rape? You kill a man from the country, you fool a man from out of the country. Because you protect the man from the palace. The other men are telling you, you know, you never say. So you never put your listen to men. Why your government doing? I hope you're marking everything I want to be marking it. That the rescue, what I say, you can rescue to rape our children, then they protect your own of women are raped. But when other opposition won't rape, then they arrest and they put in jail. And they rescue them, and they made a for the 2 years, and the country can't rule. But we will tell you, Brian McGinn run away. They say Brian McGinn from here, they can use Israel, they can use anywhere. When we can't get to the 9, we will go every country that Brian McGinn and we send letter to check and rep Brian McGinn and inquiry. We don't find it will be alive. They will see when Brian McGinn bring here and they get our family. They will get justice. Let me tell you, and the prisoner you see us said, and the one of what president we are good to here. You know women, you know leadership. Now you that they kind of bad prisoner you bring the country here to damage the country here and reason you want 40 people around here. You come to the country, we bring them back. You will make sure every wicked move that you put in power and kill. That you put in power that you get position that you take the country power again and then we want to kill your job. Anybody that will get them work again and job will make sure we prosecute it when they will not go free.
Okay. Thank you so much. We'll take, I think, 2 more. Then we'll cross over the bro for his parting comment. So let's go to the diaspora line. Good evening.
Good afternoon from my end. Thank you, brother, for the show and the topic on our discussion. I want to say hi to Prince and everybody in studio this evening. You know, what I want to tell our people, right? These people, they had their wickedness in them, and they know that when they are doing their wickedness, that the old man name will be there to say, oh, the president, because we all know some of us that live in the diaspora. When you read that age, we know how your brain function. It's not that the people not get sense of, but our old age, which everyone will always go through. And that's the reason why you see they don't hide behind Joseph Walker. Great common and they are hiding behind Joseph Walker. So the papa Nick can be ranking. They say, oh, that the president, everything for us to say that the president. That the reason why they couldn't even put anybody in the race, they wanted the old man to be in there so that we will be insulting the old man, which is not right. And they know the old man, it can't function, their brain will not function right. So they will be able to do their wickedness, their dirty deeds in their country to our people. You understand me?
Yeah.
I'm listening to you talking this evening and lying here. I said, okay. Then my brain, I try to really, what makes these people, the Unity Party people, they want to tell me, all the young men they got in there, none of them able to go in that seat to be president, but they force the old man in there because so they can hide behind and do their wickedness. What type of investigation is that? Police kill our children, our brothers and sisters, naked them in the street. No justice. But mistakenly, taxi driver kill a policeman. They see police that they're busting our people in their head. They grab them and they put him in jail. Another guy, they say alleged rape. They grab him and put him in. But because of this other guy, they don't want to do it. That's not their first time. And you guys can remember, a policeman killed a pregnant woman in that place. The noise was in that place. We saw the video. Before daybreak in the morning, today, that policeman is nowhere to be found. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they just come behind Boaka to use the old man so they will be able to do their dirty deeds. But live with the Liberian people. And live with the Liberian people. Like President Weah said, we saw the daylight coming. We quenched the light and went back to darkness. Thank you for the show. Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you. We'll take just one more, then we can go cross over to William, bro. This is the final caller. Good evening, John Colley.
Yeah, good evening, my brothers and Joe and to Nigerian people. Lord, let me tell you, the evil or the devil is manifesting itself through the people. You know, that what the Liberian people voted for. The man say he came to dance with the devil, and this is what he RG is doing. They are all on the feet dancing. But one good thing was say, the Liberian people will be the judge, and God above us is there. So Brian Maguire, he can run. He people can do everything like he run away. Liberia will not run away. Liberia will be right here. He will come back one of these days. And there will be a new government. They will all face justice. So brother, God, God will take care. These people, the devil is manifesting himself. They will see the Liberian people. He said, we shall know them by their fruit. They said they came to rescue. This is a rescue mission. The Liberian people will know. Brother, God bless you all, man.
Thank you for your participation, John Colley. We appreciate so highly. So cross over now to bro so we can make your day here because no time, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother Newton, and thank you to my brother Prince Sharif and those that are following and to teach your life for this great opportunity. We want to urge our Liberian people to continue to be steadfast. Let's keep the focus and let's continue to hold the government feet to the fire. We know they are violating. They never came to govern. They came to steal, lie, kill, and violate our laws. So we are aware of that. For some of us, we saw this long time before it even start to take place. But people cannot listen. Our politics, people were carried away by the propaganda, and those propaganda make them to be to where we are today. So we have to keep fighting, and we have to keep moving forward, and let us keep the focus, and Liberia will be liberated come 2029. My love and respect to everyone out there. Thank you very much. We cannot hear you. I think you are muted.
Okay, I think it's okay right now. I think we are good right now. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So for that's all the time we have to be here. And big thanks to Prince Sharif and William Bro who were here joining me to make this presentation, very, 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 very great. And I want to appreciate all of you. For those of you who continue to support King's Event, those of you, whatever dime you send, we appreciate all of you. And the fee, yes, we really appreciate it. So continue supporting. This is your station now. So yes, we are charged with the responsibility to make sure that we unearth those happiness issues that are trending in our country nowadays. Too many things happening in the country. So we'll continue to expose them. We'll continue to expose them. We'll continue to inform the Liberian people about happiness. So that 2029, when they shall have gone to election, and they will make rational decisions, right? Yes, they will make rational decisions. They will elect leaders who have the impetus and pedigree, and those leaders will be able to shift the paradigm of our country. Yes, that will be the rebirth, the renaissance of our country, Liberia. And at that time, when President Weah have taken the seat, the presidency, then and automatically we are going to be in a new dawn. Yes, a new day has come. Like you listen to Celine Dion. Yes. So that will be the new day. That will be the new day after 2029. So I appreciate all of you for being there for all of our callers. For some of you who may have tried to participate but weren't that fortunate, don't give up. Continue to pull in your calls. One day you will be fortunate. Your voice will be heard. So we appreciate all of you. My name is Newton Toba. Until I'm back here, another wonderful time. Many thanks to all of you once again. And big thank you goes to the great teacher, yes, who always there to lay the foundation, who always there building us up, guiding us give it all knowledge, pass it on knowledge to make sure that we all can be able to contribute. So it's very productive, the Great Teacher Life. So big thank you also go to him for allowing us to sit behind the microphone on the platform, at least to do what we are able to do. Don't forget my birthday comes on the 9th. So happy pre-birthday to me, however. So the 9th of October, that will be next week, right? Yeah, that will be next week. The 9th of October is my birthday. So happy pre-birthday to me. I guess you get to say we're going to celebrate it right here. So yeah. So have yourself a pleasant weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye. I'm all of here right now.